Hi, welcome to Link Together, the Art of Human Connection Spotlight. So today I'm Leanne Isaacson, and today I've got Bruce Johnston from Toronto in Canada with me in the Spotlight. So welcome, Bruce. Welcome to the Link Together Spotlight.
Hello, Leanne.
Bruce, I'm really great to have you here. Can you just tell us a little bit about what you do?
Sure. I train individuals and the sales and marketing arms of companies how to use LinkedIn more effectively so they can get more sales. That's basically what I do.
Okay, so as far as doing that, so you're obviously in Toronto. So, do you work with people locally, or how do you tend to work with the clients that you work with?
I tend to work with everybody online, either via phone or Skype or other connection like Zoom or Join Me, that sort of thing. WebEx, all the different screen sharing services. I use that typically, and I'll work with people as long as they speak English anywhere in the world. So I've had clients in China, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Europe, of course, all over North America. So
as far as working with people all across the world, so how do people generally find you? Like, do you, is it just through word of mouth, or do you actively market, or so how do people find you to work with you?
Partly referrals from previous clients of mine and from people I know through my connections. But for the most part, people find me on LinkedIn. You could, I suppose, call it my marketing, but I publish on LinkedIn at least twice a week. I usually publish an article every Tuesday. I post every Thursday, and people find me through those. I've got a pretty good readership, and a lot of people follow me, and people find me through that. So typically, a lot of my connections will read my articles, and they'll comment or like it, and then their connections will find me through them liking or commenting. It's sort of the minor version of what it's like to be viral, I suppose. But it gets me a lot of people that I wouldn't meet otherwise.
So with LinkedIn, so I know that you use Sales Navigator as as an integral part of how you work with people. So what do you do with Sales Navigator when you're working with your clients?
Well, Sales Navigator, of course, is the big sales tool. It's the premium LinkedIn product for salespeople. I teach 5 basic things. I don't sort of go, here's everything you can do on LinkedIn. There are 5 basic things that I believe are the fundamentals that every salesperson should know, or any solopreneur or any person working with themselves, consultant, should know on LinkedIn. You need to be able to find the people that you want to find, whether they're prospective customers or business partners, that sort of thing, or vendors. You need to be able to properly analyze their profiles and the information on the company, employees in the company, so you can decide on a proper plan of attack. You need to be visible on LinkedIn. In other words, you have to have a good-looking profile. You have to have people be able to find you on LinkedIn. You have to be credible, in which case you have to have credibility with these people that you're going after, and you have to, of course, connect with those people. So there's 5 things, and in some cases, the visibility and the credibility comes after you connect with them. But you have to have that visibility, and you have to have that credibility to be taken seriously by people. So those are the 5 basic things I teach, and certainly a lot of those things are enhanced or made easier when you use Sales Navigator.
Yeah. And one of the things that I noticed you just said is, I know that you post, create content or create articles twice a week. So, one is an article and the other is an actual post. So do you teach people how, like, I know that one of the things that you do is you teach people how to actually, write and publish on LinkedIn. So how do you do that?
Basically, I teach a short course that has 2 parts. And the first part is, here's everything I've learned from publishing on LinkedIn in the past 3 years. And it's more or less, here's all the mistakes I made, don't do these things, plus here's the things I found that work. So it's a big long list of those things that adds up to sort of a shortcut to establishing yourself as a writer on LinkedIn. Then the second half, which is just as important that almost no one does, is I teach folks how to engage with the people that engage with their content. So if someone publishes an article, and a whole bunch of people like it, or 4 or 5 people comment on it, I teach my my clients to go after those people. If you see someone that's interesting that commented on your post, not only should you say thank you for your comment, but you should be sending them a message and trying to promote a relationship with them and take this a step further than just being thanks for the comment on my post.
Yep. Which leads me to the next question is, how do you do that? I know that in-mails are certainly something that are very misunderstood and underutilized on LinkedIn. So that's something that you use a lot with your clients and teach people how to use.
Correct. It's very odd. I'll be teaching someone how to publish on LinkedIn, and I'll say, here's what you need. The first thing you need publishing on LinkedIn is you need this sales tool. But I'm not a salesperson. I'm a consultant. I do I do SEO or something like that. And I go, well, you need to have InMail to be able to send messages to these people. I know a couple of tricks where you can get free messages to a lot of people, but it's not going to cover everybody. But it's something that works.
Fantastic. Well, look, thanks, Bruce. So if you could to give people 3 tips to using LinkedIn and how you can help them, what would they be?
Well, 2 of the things I mentioned already. Be visible. If people can't find you or can't see you, or your profile is really skinny and doesn't look like there's much there, there's no description as to what you do in your current job position, for example, you need to have visibility. And then the second thing is you need to be credible. You have to come across as a credible person who can add value for someone. And the third thing is to always be adding that value. When you talk with someone, you should always be trying to figure out what they want and figuring out how to get it for them, or how to move them in that direction. And if you do those things, people are going to react, and they're going to react positively to you.
Fantastic. So look, thank you, Bruce. So if people are interested in working with Bruce, please get in touch with him, especially if you're interested in working with Bruce from a remote perspective, which is probably a really valuable way of working. So get in touch with Bruce on his LinkedIn profile. And yeah, thank you, Bruce. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Mine too. Thanks, Leanne.
Thank you.